Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 14 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add more design. As you can see, we have our gates already created. Now we're gonna continue working on this. In this video, I want to finish off the site. So basically all the sidewalks and all the grass around our house and also the street. So we're gonna work on that. And also I want to add in all the finishes right here. So as you can see, this is all bare at the moment. What I want to do is to add those ones as well. So what I want to do now is to add the material for this. So what I want to do is to click on paint. So once we click on paint, we will be able to add a material. So I'm going to type in metal panel. So if we don't have metal, I'm gonna look for a metal that is something that we could just add here. What I'm seeing is I want to choose this one, metal deck. I think I haven't used it yet, or stainless steel polish, something that we haven't used yet. So I'm gonna choose this instead, and then that's what I'm planning to add all throughout this building. So here I'm gonna add that finish right here, and then I want a wood finish right here. So I'm gonna leave it like that and go and add all of this all throughout. And we're basically adding everything right like that. There we go, adding everything in our way. And we're gonna make this one wood material. At the same time, I want a wood material on this part, so we're gonna keep this one wood, and then here, that part, if this is wood, I want this one to be just regular, the same one that we're using here. There we go. So if you miss something, we could just go there, use your tab in order to cycle through, and we'll be able to add something like that. And then here we could go and click on something that we haven't added yet. Maybe ash. We haven't added ash yet, so that will be the metal, the wood material that we can use for this one. And then obviously we will need another metal because this is the extruded part. I want the wood to be only in the inside. So what we can do is we could go to metal again, and then we're gonna choose something, but this is an extruded part. So if it's an extruded part, you will need to select the edit in place, and you will need to do the paint right here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick a metal again that we haven't used, and we're going to select that. So here, click on metal, and we're basically adding all of that right there, and then right here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the one down there to a different metal. So here I'm just adding all of this on the outside, and then metal or wood material only from the inside. And then don't forget the one below, and then the one below right here as well. And then here I'm just going to wing it. I'm going to try to cycle around and then make sure that that's good. And then now another material for the ground right here. So I want it to be something, maybe concrete, so mason unit. And then I'm gonna just choose that for everything right here. So this is just to differentiate different kinds of materials in your model. And after that, you can then click on finish, and we have something that looks like that, and that looks good. I like the way it looks, and I'm happy with what we've done here. Next thing we're gonna do is let's finish up and adding all the rest of the floor. So let's go to ground. I know this is grass, so I'm going to CS on this, and then we'll want to make sure that this is grass again. So so that's good. So level 3 is grass, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go around like that, and then go around here as well. And then we could create something like this here, and then we could just trim and extend. TR. And then here we could just click on this part right here, TR on this, delete, and then TR on this, and then TR on this part, so that is all over right there. Maybe align it on here to make sure this is all aligned. Now we could just extend it whatever we want. We could just extend and then don't attach. So now we have our grass around, and then obviously we're going to add our, and actually we forgot the grass on the other side, so we could just edit and add it. What we're gonna do is add our sidewalk right here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to create another floor, and then we could just add a sidewalk. So edit, duplicate, this will be floor number 9, and then let's change this to concrete. Let's choose a concrete material that we haven't used, and then just place it into our site. We could just do this right here, and then because we need some separation, we could just add something that looks like that, and then here as well. I'm gonna pull this one all the way right here. We're going to edit that part there so that everything is good. I'm going to give it some space. Somewhere like here. And then we could just fill a arc here around 2100. 2100 as well. Click on finish, and then let's look at it at 3D and how it looks. Now we're gonna offset this to probably 100. Let's see how it looks. That's too much actually, so maybe -50 only, just to offset it a little bit. It's actually doesn't look good because this one is going down too much. So why not let's just leave it like that, and instead let's do the flooring for the street. Also, I'm gonna edit this, and I'm going to add something like this right here, and then delete this, and then trim this one, PR, and then pull it all the way right here. And then let's edit this. We could just push this one right here, and then on this side, and then add another one right here for the grass portion on this side. We can even make it bigger or smaller depending on what we want. Don't attach again, and then let's create the floor. Edit, duplicate 10, and then change it to a different concrete material. So concrete, and then pull this one up, apply, OK, and then OK. And then here we could just simply add it on this the way it is, and then grab this pick line and then pick this lines right here, and then we could just SL here and then TR on this part. So we could just grab it on there. We don't want it to be overlapping, so we're gonna put it like that. And then let's trim this off. Trim this off right here and right about here. Click on finish, and then let's look where the issue is. Continue with that. DR, trimmed here, and then trim it right here. Let's look at it, and then go right here, and then this is where we could just put -100, and then it will lower it down, and then at least it's something that looks like that. And then what we could do is just select this wall right here, pull it down, so negative base offset, -100. So that's good now. We could just add in something right here so that it flows perfectly. So what I'm gonna do is going to go to the ground. We could double click on this section, and then this is the, and then we have something right here. So from the floor to another floor, we could create an edit from here, so CS, or we just need to know which is the finish. So I'm gonna copy this finish, and then I'm gonna use a model in place in order for me to make this one nicer. And then pick a plane. I'm gonna choose this wall as my plane, and then after that I'm gonna make this one curve, and then here we could just move this one like that, and then fix all of this, and then we're gonna extrude it, and then make sure to add the material right there. Click on finish, go to 3D, and then just expand it. There we go. That's good enough. At least we have that slope right there, and it looks good enough. And then after that, what I want to do is to add a model text. Here I'm gonna create or add a model text. Let's go to our south elevation. I'm gonna add the number there. Model text, pick a plane. I'm gonna select this plane, and then I'm gonna choose probably 155. Select it right there. After that, we could just edit this. The depth, we could put 25 if we want to. The text height is around probably 200. So make it small enough in order to add it on this spot. Believe that's good enough. And then the materials, of course, metal we're gonna put. So just add a metal finish. That's already there, so different one. And then let's look at it at 3D, and that's about it. So we're gonna finish for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.